If we thought criminals could never be reformed, we wouldn't let them out of prison in the first place, is a quote from Steve Chapman.
Do you think we should trust the judgment of convict?
I personally believe that a convict can be reformed, but I think giving them their civil rights back would help them feel a part of society again.
But do you think we can trust their judgment? They broke the law. You don't think that shows they have poor judgment? Why do you think allowing them to vote would make them feel part of society again?
I think that allowing felons to vote may strengthen their social ties and make them feel good about participating in civil duties. Many people in our society break the law every day, they just have not been caught yet, and they are still allowed to vote. I get that they broke the law, but that does not mean they should have their right to vote taken away.
So you don't think the government has the right to take away someone's voting rights?
Many people are concerned with the effect that allowing felons to vote would have on our society, but in my eyes, I do not see it as detrimental in any ways.
And if the federal government doesn't think they should vote, do you think that says something?
The United States government allows the states to choose their voting rights when it comes to felons. The federal government really does not have any say.
Do you think that's how it should be?
No, because the states have different laws, and it's not fair to some felons who want to participate in elections.
What states allow felons to vote anyways?
Well, the states that have their own restrictions when it comes to felons voting. In 11 states, even if you complete your sentence, parole and probation, you may never even get your rights back.
How can they get their voting rights back if that's the case?
They would have to go before a judge and explain their case, and the judge would base his decision on the crime committed and the time served.
Oh, I always thought once you're released you could vote again.
That's only the case in 13 states, but 2 states you can actually vote while incarcerated, but 20 states allow you to vote after you finish parole and probation.
Well, those seem like reasonable requirements to me.
Well, most felons don't even know they're eligible to vote after being released.
Why not?
No one informs them. Many don't know their state laws. Since the states have different laws, one can get confused.
Does felons being able to vote even have any positive effects on our society? I don't see what felons could do that would benefit anything.
There's 5.8 million eligible convicts to vote, and that would help the Democratic Party immensely.
I can't see any political parties wanting to support of convicts.
Some presidents do, some do not reach out to them at all. President Obama is a big supporter of getting felons back in the voting booth. He knows how much it would help his campaign.
So Republicans don't want anything to do with them?
A lot of Republicans and conservatives believe once you've lost your freedom, you also lose your civil rights. And not many people know, but allowing a felon to vote would mostly disenfranchise minorities.
So are you trying to say minorities commit more crimes or what?
No, minorities are disenfranchised more than whites because of the states they live in. The states that do not allow felons to ever regain their voting rights are the states with the highest minority populations.
I thought the Voting Rights Act of 1965 took care of all the racial issues within the voting systems.
It was supposed to make sure all citizens have the right to vote. It did not say anything about felons.
But aren't felons still recognized as U.S. citizens?
Yes, that is what many supporters of allowing felons to vote argue.
So you could say that the opinion of allowing felons to vote is pretty divided.
Yes, you could say that. I think things would be easier if the federal government made all the states have the same voting rights.
Do you think if a Republican president comes in the picture that voting rights will change?
No, I do not think that, but I do not know what the future of felons and their voting rights are and what will change, but I hope our leader takes into consideration all the factors.